I have been asked constantly, repeatedly, for the past 2 months, Sam, why aren't you covering the 6v6 test? You push for it so hard. Sam, like, I know Rivals is awesome, but are you going to go back to Overwatch? Like, what are you going to do with Overwatch? I'm just going to lay out, honestly, why I haven't been covering Overwatch, why I haven't been talking about Overwatch. And to be honest with you guys, I don't ever see myself returning to Overwatch. I don't even have Battle.net installed or Overwatch installed right now. And I'm just going to talk to you guys about why. And I'm going to do it in the unfiltered, honest Samito way. For better, for worse, I've wore my heart on my sleeve for years, and it's been great to me, and it's also gotten me in trouble a lot of times. But you know what? At least it's been 110% real every step of the way, which is a lot more than 99% of people can say on the internet. Today's video is brought to you guys by Snacksy, which is an app available on Android that lets you get rewards for playing mobile games, whether you be playing like in the bathroom. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I always play in the bathroom. I'm just on my toilet playing Raid Shadow Legends. I'm not gonna lie about that. That's just what I do. But if you play any one of these mobile games, you can collect rewards while playing. You get things like gift cards from PayPal, Visa, Amazon, Target, Apple, eBay. Go down the list. Games like in Roblox, Fortnite, Xbox, PlayStation Network games, Steam. Food and beverages like Starbucks, McDonald's, other Starbucks for all the white girls out there. We know you guys be drinking the pumpkin spice lattes. But yeah, no, you can get a ton of different rewards from, just playing games via the Snacksy app. And yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, support them as well, and just kind of get rewards while you play mobile games. This is definitely a good place to do that. So check it out. Everything you need will be down in the description. A big shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. And without waiting any longer, let's get into the action today. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. These brand deals are how we pay for our editors and really get content out. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. See you later. Let's get into the video. Let's get to it, boys. So let's start with logistics. I'm going to get into my personal feelings later. Might make some people mad, but you know what? It's the damn truth, and I'm going to say it. But let's start with logistics. Let's talk about the business perspective real quick, okay? Mano a mano, head-to-head, Marvel Rivals is a more lucrative business opportunity than Overwatch is. Overwatch, like, the expectations for the game are at all-time low for their own reasons. Heroes are why people play the hero shooter genre. Heroes are why people play. Marvel Rivals is going to 2.5x the volume of Overwatch. They're going to be releasing a character every 6 weeks, while Overwatch's is generally every 16. From a content creator perspective, new heroes get the most viewership. That's a no-brainer, okay? 2.5x your volume tonight. And by the way, there's no quality dip there. The new characters are interesting, and if anything, it might be a quality increase because it's drawing from the most famous verse and franchise in the world. The MCU has made Marvel a household name brand, and Marvel Rivals will be a household brand game. It could be the next Minecraft, Fortnite, whatever it might be. The next big game at home. That's what Marvel Rivals is gonna be. That's my next big prediction. The game has had one of the most successful multiplayer releases ever, losing only about 6% of its peak players. I saw a graph or something like that. Like, their retention graph is unreal. So it's got staying power, it's got at-home brand power, it's got higher volume, and it's got arguably higher quality. Actually, you know what? It does have higher quality. These releases are higher quality because there's more stories out there about these characters. That's not a knock on Overwatch. It's just Marvel, dude. It's just the big leagues. Overwatch Flat said it best when he was an Overwatch streamer at the Streamer Awards. He was like, I felt like a small fish in a big pond. Like, in the Overwatch scene, like, Flats is the cream of the crop. Like, he's like, what everybody wants to dream to be if they want to be a big streamer. It's like, like Flats, right? It's Seagull, it's XQC, Like, those are those type of guys. And even if Flat said it, like, when you look out in the world, it's massive. And Marvel is the Pacific Ocean, while, Overwatch is Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe is nice, but it's not the damn Pacific. It's not the Pacific Ocean. So from a business perspective, Marvel Rivals is going to be more lucrative, and you can see it. That's why the big streamers are all over there. They've said it themselves. The viewership is better. They try to cover Overwatch, there's nothing to cover, and the viewership on Marvel is better. Why would they leave? It's better for their business, plain and simple. The hero releases are better. From a design perspective, it's a better designed game than Overwatch. 6v6 open queue is better than 5v5 with bans. It's great. It's the best format I've ever played. We're going to get to that towards the end when I talk about my personal feelings. They're telling the story in game. It's built in Overwatch 2. There's comic books coming out about this verse. They've planned a Chrono Saga, which means, damn it, they might get a TV show. And if they get a TV show before Overwatch, I think it's already GG, to be honest with you. This game is the future. This is a once-in-a-decade release, and man, I'm happy. From behind the scenes, the way they're treating creators, to like literally everything they're doing, man. It's just amazing, and I'm happy. And it's a better, more lucrative business opportunity. My viewership has doubled. It's back to what it was. I think Overwatch has become an anti-competitive game. It's driven away what my target audience was. My target audience is 95% male. 40% of them are 24 to 35. 25% of them are like 18 to 24. And then like 3% are like under the age of 17. And like the rest of that is all like over 35 to like, you know, whatever. And so like a lot of guys like that don't play Overwatch anymore. They stopped playing the game. I don't blame them. I would have stopped playing too if I wasn't a streamer. The reality is Overwatch 2 was a failure, and it disrespects the existence of Overwatch 1. Moving on now, I guess, to my personal sentiment. This is the best way to put it. I saw a TikTok. It was 6 dudes on the couch. One of them goes, let me grab a beer. He goes up, grabs a beer, sits back down, and they flip the camera around, and they've got 6 PS5s with 6 monitors, and the boys are 6 stacking Marvel Rivals.
You gotta get that. You gotta get a beer. So
Alright. Hey, are there other people that
PlayStation.
What are we doing? All hot chicks team. Everybody's a hot chick.
Oh, we can do that.
My guy's long.
I want to fuck hot chick.
You want to play this next game, Pete?
And it just brought a smile to my face because that's what Overwatch 1 was, dude. It was for the boys. And that's why I started making content. I would come home from basketball practice on a Friday night, or come back from the locker room there, or the dugout at baseball practice, or the pool from dive practice. And I'd hop on with the boys and we'd play, man. And we'd play. And those were some of the best days of my life. And Overwatch 1 reconnected me with a lot of my friends. I talked about this quite a bit. This is a bit personal, but you know, from the ages of 16 to 21, I was a broken man. I lost everything I loved. My best friend died. Without going into details, I almost had to have a guardian ad litem appointed for me because of my situation at home. And since I'm very proud to have rebuilt that, and I'm very grateful. But you know, I almost had to have a government-sponsored legal guardian to advocate for me and my needs to get out of a situation that everybody needed some space from, we'll say. And I went in my shell for years until I hit rank 1 in Overwatch. There was an article in the Lexington Herald Leader, and one of my Little League teammates saw it, and he donated $5 to my stream and said, hey man, I play too, like, you want to meet up? Do you remember me? And I was like, of course I fucking remember you. Hell yeah, let's go to Smashing Tomato. We hit Smashing Tomato. I got invited to their college house party at the University of Kentucky, the best university in the country. Big Blue Nation is back. I then went on to meet my best friends there. I'm one of my future roommate, and like my current friend group now is all those guys, and we all played together. And they all were like, dude, Overwatch is lit. Overwatch post 2020, it lost its connection with those people for a variety of reasons. I'm just gonna be blunt with you guys. For me, it's not a deal breaker, but a lot of my guys in real life say the game is too political with social messaging. You know, hey, Overwatch 2 didn't deliver on anything. Like, it's just a joke. Like, fuck Overwatch 2. They ruined everything. They ruined the fucking game. And it kind of did ruin the fucking game because 5v5 sucks ass. There is no excuse for 5v5 to still be in the game. And shout out to all you 6v6ers who got on and played. I'm so damn proud of you. You got the format back. And Marvel Rivals being 6v6 open queue with bans has been fantastic. So proud. Such an awesome fucking game. And so proud of you guys for getting 6v6 back. But Overwatch 2 was just an overall downgrade. It was not fun. And it alienated those types of players. The report system, closing people like Unsalted. Do we really think Unsalted Salt is that much of a menace that he has to have his account closed? Are we fucking serious? Why would I play that? Why would I? It's a joke. That's a fucking joke. That's silly. What are we doing? It's ridiculous how out of touch that is. It's just, it frustrated me a ton to be right in the end, to be called Andrew Tate, Ben Shapiro, a grifter, a doomer content creator. And internally in the Overwatch community, I think to cope with the world hating on the game, that's kind of what the culture became. Look at how hesitant every creator was to talk about 6v6. I hate to admit it, I disagree with the approach, but I call it how it is. GS Raider was right. I was vilified and had all these things said about me. But I was the only creator who completely walked away from the relationship with Blizzard. Like, no contact at all. Like, I took 100% accountability for being a mouthpiece of this lie of a sequel that ruined and took away a game of the year and replaced it with a hollow, unfeature complete shell of itself. And I've come to realize that, like, I'm not willing to get past that. Especially with Marvel Rivals out, it's over for me. If it's not over for you, that's fine. You can love the game and play the game, but for me, this is my life. Just as it's your life to pick and choose what you want to do and who you want to be, for my life, I want to choose who I want to be. Average dudes at home, like me, don't fit in the Overwatch space anymore. I look at all of my buddies. I can name so many OG Overwatch players that went on to Valorant, that went on to Apex, that went on to Warzone, you name it. And there's just nobody left that's a lot like me. And that's okay. Because I've realized that, like, what Overwatch has become curated to be is not what it was from 2016 to 2020. Ask anybody right now. Marvel Rivals feels like Overwatch from 2016 to 2020. And you know what? I'm going to say it. I think it's got a shot at Game of the Year. Will it win? I don't know. But imagine if it does. It could. I have so much hope for this game because they're telling the comics. They're telling the story. I've been reading Marvel comics. My boys all home are playing. Everybody's playing. All my friends are back. I'm happy. I saw the path Overwatch was going down. And truly, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I wanted to stop it. I did not want Overwatch to become what Mindplex became. And it did. And I'm now 0 for 2 on stopping it. This time I staked my damn reputation on it. And I was right, but I still got vilified for it. And that's my fault, really, with the approach. But you needed drastic approaches to try to stop this shit from happening. Fortunately, it wasn't enough, so I need to go get more power before I can actually, do something about it and educate myself more and become even better on a day-to-day basis. That's what I'm going to try to do, but I'm not on TikTok and shit. People have been trying to fill me in on, like, VTube and shit. Like, I don't really know what but that's kind of what Overwatch has become. It's become, like, VTube, like, shit, I don't know, catboy, femboy shit. I don't know whatever the difference is between all, like, I'll be honest. I get on, I fucking play games, I work, I don't really do anything. And then I have been reading Solo Leveling again, which is fire! So fucking good. Love that show. But it's just not for dudes like me, and that's okay. And it's high time that I accepted that and move on completely. This game has run its course for me. I'm grateful for what it did for me, but, I stuck my neck out time and time again, was vilified, and I ended up being right. So you know what? I'm done, boys. I'm done. Marvel Rivals is a better business opportunity. It's got a higher ceiling. It's more for your average gamer at home. It's going to be a bigger brand. It's going to be more successful in the long term. Overwatch is now years behind where Marvel has the head start. And I'll be blunt with you guys. I think Microsoft is so bloated, I don't see them ever bouncing back into the lead. So why would I willingly stay in a place that the community doesn't want me? They don't want anybody. They've actually been vilifying everybody, which is fucking crazy. People are just delusional. And you guys tell me. And the answer is that I shouldn't. I don't have Battle.net installed on my computer. I don't have Overwatch installed on my computer. I don't plan on installing it anytime soon. I hope the game succeeds, because if it succeeds, that means Marvel Rivals has competition, which means Marvel Rivals will have to continue to be better. I hope it stays in second place. It will make Marvel Rivals great. I think it's going to be here for the long run. I'm really excited, really happy, very blessed to have the game and have you guys. That's just what I honestly think, man. This shit in the Overwatch scene just ain't for me anymore. 2016 to 2020, it was for everybody. 2020 onward, it's not for everybody. It's for a more curated group, and that's okay. And I hope everybody loves the game. I hope people love it. And I hope you guys get the experience that you want and you love. And I hope it stays successful. I'm done. I got nothing else to say. That's just my honest thoughts. So, yeah, guys, I love you all. I tried. But if it doesn't work, you got to move on. So, moving on. Thank you guys for defending me. Real shit. Love you guys. Peace out. Take care. Much love.